Welcome to TMZ Sports. I'm Mike Babcock. Mojo Muhtadi will be with us in just a few minutes. But first, we are joined by the biggest star in boxing, heavyweight champion, the greatest heavyweight pound-for-pound fighter in the world, the Gypsy King himself, Tyson Fury. Tyson, thank you for joining us. How are you?
I feel like we should bring that Budweiser advert back. What's up?
And I know you actually have your Fury energy drink. We're going to get into that later, Tyson. So Furiosity. Tyson, you have a huge fight coming up against DILLIAN WHYTE, April 23rd. First, let's get the serious stuff out of the way here. Clearly now, just absolute tragedy happening in Ukraine. And the boxing world has sort of become, at the center of the tragedy in Ukraine because some of the biggest boxers in the world, the guys who are famous and wealthy and don't have to be there, but Tyson are on the ground, literally fighting for their country. And I know guys that you're connected to, Oleksandr Usyk, who you could possibly fight in the future, and Wladimir Klitschko, who of course you shocked the world and beat Vladimir. Just interested in your thoughts, Tyson, as you watch what's happening and watch your peers out there fighting for their country.
Two laws: love your woman and fight for your country. So they should be fighting for the country. Why not? If the war comes to the United States or the United Kingdom, then I'll be joining. Don't worry about that.
Wow.
We all will.
Yeah.
Why ain't we gonna defend our own land? Come on, behave yourself.
I think people might have been surprised, Tyson, just because you think, oh, these guys have all this money and fame.
What's the money got to do with it?
Right.
You've got no homeland to go back to. All the money in the world's no good to you, is it? If you can't spend it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. What would you say? Anything you'd say to those guys, to Usyk and Klitschko? Or have you talked to Klitschko?
Keep fighting, boys. Never surrender.
I love that. All right, let's talk about fighting. We need a distraction from all this bad stuff happening in the world. And we get it April 23rd in Wembley. The building is going to be packed, tens of thousands of fans there.
100,000 people.
It's insane. In the United States, we can't even comprehend that, Tyson, but that's how famous you are.
When you're a big draw like me, that's what you do. You sell 100,000 tickets in a stadium. Get up, my boy.
DILLIAN WHYTE didn't show up today to your media conference to promote the fight. What do you make of him not showing up? I know he said it's because he's upset about the money.
He's an old dosser. He's a big slink. That's what he is, DILLIAN WHYTE. Deontay Wilder's a big dosser. DILLIAN WHYTE's a big slink.
Has it been hard to bounce back from the Wilder trilogy, Tyson, because of all the excitement and everybody was talking about you and Deontay? Is there a letdown after that? And if there is, how do you get over that?
No letdown. I had an amazing trilogy with Deontay Wilder. It was absolutely amazing. Yeah. We move on. I've moved on now. I'm fighting DILLIAN WHYTE next. I call him Frillian White Knickers. That's his name. He's not DILLIAN WHYTE. He's Frillian White Knickers because he's a little. That's why. And I'm going to knock him back out. Yeah, is that?
Are you? And I know you always go in there and knockout is the goal. People used to question your power and your knockout ability. I don't think after the last two Wilder fights that happens much anymore. Is that how you see it going?
I'm the biggest puncher in boxing history.
Do you feel like that? Do you feel like you're the hardest hitter?
No, I am. Statistically, I am the biggest puncher in boxing history because I knocked out the biggest puncher in boxing history. So that makes me the biggest puncher in boxing history. Enough said.
Right. And
you is 9/10 of the law.
And you took probably Deontay's biggest shot and got up too. So Tyson, there has been a rivalry between the Fury and the Paul family. The fans, they still want to see it. They still want to see Tommy fight Jake. Are we going to get that fight, Tyson?
You know what? I do not know. I don't think he wants to do the fight now. But you never know. You never know what the future holds. Jake Paul, anyway.
I love it. April 23rd, Tyson Fury, pound for pound king, fighting DILLIAN WHYTE at Wembley Stadium in front of 100,000 people. Show me the drink once more, Tyson. Let's see it.
There we go. Furiosity by the Gypsy King himself.
Look at that.
Hit your day harder. Hit it like the champ, like me.
Thank you, Tyson.
Big shout out to DILLIAN WHYTE, a.k.a. Frillian White Knickers, the big slink. You get knocked out, Bob.